Jackson McDonald, and I'm going to be playing PGA Tour with Rory McIlroy. Let's get to it. So first, I will be Rory McIlroy. If you want me to continue this, hit that like button, subscribe right now. So let's start around. I have not played this game in so long that I forgot how to play.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage.
Have y'all ever seen that video about the spectators of soccer?
Hello again and welcome,
golf
Rich Lerner,
switch?
alongside my friend and colleague Frank Novelo. Frank, we've arrived at one of the more unusual golf
Roy.
courses in the United States. We're in the state of Washington, Chambers Bay.
here
What's
we
it all
go.
about?
Well, apart from the scenery, Rich, which is
Okay, so
magnificent,
we got-
this is a walking golf course, so it's a chance to get out there, strut your stuff, and see if you got a game to match.
Okay.
It's a links golf course. We think of links golf, we think of the home of golf in Scotland. Here we're in the northwest part of the United States, though.
Yeah, but Scotland's, well, it's transferred a little piece of land all the way across the Atlantic.
I forgot how to play this. Guys, I'm trying. Oh, God, I'm trying. Trying real hard. Guys, I'm trying. I forgot what to hit. Guys, I'm trying. Give me a sec. This might take a little bit. There we go. Dang it. I haven't played this game in a while.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Ugh. Okay, finally.
And now it's right
know
in
how
his
to do it.
wheelhouse. Good
Press,
position
hold
where he
X.
can attack the
Well,
pin.
no, press X.
Yeah, he has all those options
Sorry
now.
about that.
ball's sitting up, you can bring it
Not
in
played
high,
this
you
game
can
in a
bring it in
while.
low.
See my
The
brother
choice
play,
is
so I
yours.
wanted to play it.
Let's see what McIlroy
So
does
let's
now with his second.
See what this okay. Bring the pin. Bring the ball right here. You up. And let's go. All right.
Oh, solid strike.
Get in there.
Right in the heart of the green.
Really
Now
good
here
distance control there, playing well to his strengths.
The putting. Sorry about
Been
that.
pretty good all day from this distance,
Oh.
just trying to take care of business.
Yeah.
That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive.
I know. If y'all think this is boring, y'all want me to quit.
Ready to tee off
It's
here
fine.
at
I
the
won't do
second.
this.
Frank,
But
what's
if
it all
you
about?
do want
Well,
me
you
to
hit your
do
tee
it,
shot here through the dunes, Rich. Not
listen
overly
for more.
long, just under 400 yards. The
let's
bunker
see.
on the left really
What we got
shouldn't be
there?
a problem.
Par four.
Just avoid the dunes on the right
Par
and
four.
left.
I want to get on the fairway. I want to. Here we go. Here. Baby. Rough.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle nosed down.
Can't even see it from here. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Okay. So let's go a little. Putter, don't need that. There we go. Just hit that a little.
So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
That would have been a real
Perfect.
bonus had it dropped, but as it is, good putt.
Yeah, bad putt.
Really?
I'm good.
This is that
Sorry,
awkward
that was
length.
my mom. She is trying to take care of me. Oh, that.
Never a doubt,
Give me
looking
1
to make a
second, guys.
statement today.
What? Sorry, guys. That she didn't want to.
But beautiful par 3.
Okay, here we go. Sorry, that was me. Okay, so let's zoom in. Ooh, yeah, want to put that back. Probably around right here. Par 3. Oh, God, that.
Yeah, Rory's like a car that just has an extra gear. You know, if you've got
That was
five-speed
not
gearbox,
good.
Rory's got 6. If you've got a 6-speed gearbox, he's got 7.
That was not
He's the
good.
souped-up Ferrari or Lamborghini. He can go. He's Formula One.
It's the same thing. I've
Now
not
from the
played
bunker.
in a
Yeah,
while.
just a little splash out on this par 3.
Oh, dude, that in the hole. Tremendous shot.
Join the bar.
Frank, standing here on the 4th tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really, that bends to the right. But if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the
Okay,
two
ready
previous holes,
for
this
this?
this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
9% power.
Game's about
Little
rhythm.
left.
When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Good tee
300
shot
yards.
right in the fairway and plenty long.
A football field.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder
3
or
football fields.
just hit another one.
Let's see where we're heading. Okay, so it goes downhill. So we'll put a little left. If I can get it on this. Put it like right here. Get in! Oh, that's in.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Birdie
Okay.
try up next.
Birdie. Here we go.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
Green putt. Okay, here I God. Yeah, that was not good. What was I even doing?
That was a good run at it, Rich.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
You're kidding.
Misses the putt here. Has to
How
try
did I
again
miss
and
that?
add another stroke to the scorecard. So just a formality here. That takes him to
Bogey.
1 under on the day.
1 under.
Frank, it's kind of fun to swing away on an elevated tee like
Great
this,
ball.
the 5th here at
Okay,
Chambers
here we go.
Bay.
It looks straight away. It certainly does. And under 500 yards, so it gives you a chance, plus that elevation. You should be able to knock one down there. The whole pinch is in, though, with those bunkers left and right. And there's just one bunker in the front of this green. And that, as you can guess, should be avoided.
Be careful. They call this hole free fall.
Just nearly 400 yards.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Let's see what the dominant #1 player can do. Rory McIlroy now on the approach shot.
There's 6 feet up. 2 yards. So we've got 111, 112. And like 108. All right. That's a duck.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some
good
shot.
shot.
Easy birdie.
The reason I wanted to get
Just 5
into this
feet
game
left.
is because my older brother was playing it. So I was like, hey, maybe I can do this for my YouTube channel. So here I am.
Has to like that
Body.
one. Another birdie.
Hey, if you
2
want
under
me
par.
to go against my brother, look, like and subscribe.
Frank now at the 6th. This appears to be a
And
testing
hit
par
that
4
little
long one.
bell.
It is, but once again, a generous fairway. Just use those mounds down the left as an indicator on your line. Hole bends a little bit to the
here we
right.
go.
Good tee shot, though.
500
And everything
yards.
is in front of you.
But let's do this. Full power. Little right. Little right. Little not there. You can do that.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
343.
Good strike. Good lie.
Sorry, I
Good
had to
chance
take
to attack
nachos.
the pin. Now the approach shot here at the 6th at
So,
Chambers
approach
Bay.
shot.
And what's the key, Frank?
Well, this is I think it's a fun
Probably
second
wanna
shot, Rich.
get it
Too
up
often people just
here.
look at the
If I
yardage
can
and they
do it a
blaze
little
away.
more,
But
and
really,
a little
if you
right.
wanted to play this hole as the
Okay.
Scots
What
want to
if
play
I
the
do
game,
that?
then
No,
when the pin's
do
at the back, you
that
hit a
and a
low
little
running
right.
shot that bisects those 2 bunkers.
God, that was awful. That was
That is not
gosh
going in the right
awful.
direction.
That was terrible.
That was absolutely terrible. I did not mean to do that. That was absolutely terrible. Where's the... Okay, here we go. Alright. I cut it back a little. And a little to the right. A little right, I mean a little left.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
I should have given it a little
Frank, you always
power.
talk about it. Don't compound the mistakes. Well, here we are, another shot from the rough.
And this one, no easier than the one he's just hit.
Get in. Bogey.
How about that shot? From that lie to get
Hey,
it that
I'm a
close,
rookie. I haven't
tremendous
played,
effort.
So don't be laughing at me.
These putts keep the round together.
Okay, here we go.
Now at 1 under for the round.
2 bogeys. 3 points. 3.
Frank, this is a daunting challenge. The 7th hole, long par 4. It's over
Par
500
4.
yards.
A huge bunker down the right side that
Oh, no.
probably runs for a good 200-300 yards. Obviously, that's to be avoided. And then, of course, there's the mounds and the hammocks and the dunes and that on the left side. That's the reason, really, why this hole's called Humpback. But then, a little bit like the golf course, there's only one green side bunker to be worried about, but enough green left of that.
Carry it, carry it, carry it, carry it, carry it, carry it. 350 yard carry.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Frank, the approach here at the 7th, and there's a lot to consider here.
There is. The green at the front is much wider than
Okay,
what it is
little
at the
too-
back. It's almost like a
little more
tooth or
power
a molar shape.
and a
So,
little right.
that front portion, when the flag's there, definitely a birdie hole. Just got to be a little cautious when they put the flag on the back.
Ooh, that hurt me. That hurt.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Doesn't it?
Generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
I'm reading it. Well, I should say the game is reading it. Blue, right?
Kind of a tricky read.
Hey, speaking of golf,
It's that sneaky
do you
distance.
remember Tiger Woods winning after a lot of depression?
Well, that's just a poor putt, Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make a Michael Dubé.
Really?
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
Nudge this one home,
How
finish
did
it up.
How did I miss that?
And that's a bogey.
I'm par now. I'm par. How?
Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize it's a fairly
633
generous fairway.
yards.
There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
Kill this ball. Perfect and perfect. 300. Three, 8, no.
Frank, this is a way to
319.
make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a
Let's-
3. I'm guessing the
let's
second
give
one's a
this
2.
one.
Let's call it 320.
Ooh, I can get this on the green. But it's back here. Okay, one more power. One more power. All right. Not bad. Ooh. Beauty. That's a beauty shot. Beautiful, Clark. If you don't know what that is, you should know.
Frank, our featured player, a bit wobbly of late. This is an important approach shot.
It is. Time to just hit the brakes.
Here
Do a
we
little
go.
reset. Things aren't
Here we
completely
go.
lost yet.
Ready?
Start to get back to that positive frame of mind.
There we go. Perfect. A birdie. I'll take it.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
I'll birdie it. I'll take that.
Even par currently.
Nicely holed. 4th birdie of the day.
My brother is better than me. I can admit that.
Really
He
good
is
mix of
better.
holes here at Chambers Bay. And Frank, we finished this front side with a par 3 after just having come off that long par 5.
And it's a beauty too. The tee
You
is
can
some
even take-
100 feet up in the air, so you get a great view of this magnificent golf course, and you realize why it's called a true links. This green here, though, it looks rather daunting, well bunkered on the right side, but you can see enough of it. And once again, links, use the bounce, and you can still kick one in there close.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's
Nope, I don't
headed
like that.
for the green.
I don't like that at all. I can putt that.
That one was running so hot.
Control it,
Second
Rory.
shot.
Yeesh.
Good look at the green.
Why did I even do that? Okay, so want to get this like right over here. Put that right there. Okay, and get this is par.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths.
Okay, so par. Be one on a par.
And getting ready for the putt.
Reading putt. Ooh, little. God, that hurt.
Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Well, you can see the golfer is just
Am I gonna
boiling
be
right now after that
overboard?
miss and
If
a
I
drop
miss-
shot here at the ninth.
This from about 10 feet. It happens sometimes.
I'm
Try telling
sorry,
him right now.
but what?
He has to make this for a double bogey.
How?
So with that, 1 over par.
Double bogey.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank
One
Nobilo playing
over
Chambers Bay out in the
par.
state of Washington in the great northwest of the United States. Frank, let's take a closer look
Okay,
now at the
let's-
10th hole.
let's get this.
Well, you can see where you've got to go by virtue of the dunes left and right. This is one of the few greens that is well bunkered around, so you can see it short, short right, short left, and there's another little
I
bunker just
killed
on the
that
left
ball.
side. So it's a tricky little second shot coming in here.
363
A great way to
yards.
start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway.
No, not even 100 left. I got like 80 something. Like 80.
All right, Frank, what's the best way to approach the 10th?
Well, this is probably the flattest green on the golf course, Rich, and really, if you miss this green, you've made a mistake. There's no two ways about it. It's probably the most predictable second shot you're going to have on the golf course.
A little less power than expected, but
That will be a great look at birdie.
okay. Get this in for birdie.
Not a gimme, but well within his
When I
range.
finish this, I will end it. So. You're kidding!
Oh my goodness, he missed it. He missed the bunny. That's like missing a layup in basketball.
God.
Par for McIlroy. But you're just waiting for that moment when he
No.
hits that accelerator and
Leave.
pulls away. Well, here we are at the 11th. Frank, this is a brutally long par 4.
And a little bit blind, too. There's that big dune in the middle of the fairway, and it's sort of a bit daunting. You're not quite sure what's behind that. Well, what is behind that is actually fairway. And just carry it over there. That'll certainly shorten the hole up. And then from there, he's loading up on it.
Look
Big
at the coil there.
boss.
Look at this. Look at all the power in that coil.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
I did not
Getting
mean
set
to
for
do
this
that.
next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
I'm trying to find a good. Okay, I can deal with this. Ready? Oh no. I did not hit that. Bam! That was perfect.
Well, that's what the great ones do. From the
That was
rough, they use their
perfect.
skill and their strength to get it out and get it close. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Back to par
Bunny
for the
back
round.
at equal. What do
The
you call
12th
it?
here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
Two, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
Look out left.
And there's rough over there.
Oh, God, that was beautiful.
Well, they claim it's a reachable
for
par
eagle.
4. We haven't seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done.
He has this for eagle.
Eagle. Pretty much straight. That's in.
Rich,
What?
how can you leave an eagle putt short?
Well, you can't. I mean, that's
What the-
embarrassing.
You can leave a par putt, birdie
What?
putt, an eagle putt.
How?
Might want to just shut the game down and quit playing. Well done. Back-to-back birdies. On to the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay. It's a par 4, and they call this one Eagle Eye.
Okay.
Yeah, dogleg to the right, beefy par 4. You hit it down to one of the widest
Neat.
fairways on the golf course.
This is a
And then
beef-
up
yeah,
in
this is
front, if you
beefy.
look at the middle of the green, you're going to see one bunker.
Press this ball.
Needless to say, that's got to be avoided.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go. 330.
Good
Heavy
tee shot,
off.
right in the fairway, and plenty long.
Yeah. 132.
Frank, quite a bit to consider here at the
185.
13th.
What was I even thinking?
Yeah, there's little knobs on the left and the right side of this green, so that bunker you can see, at first it looks like you've got to avoid it. Well, you've really just got to carry it.
Ooh, that's good. That's very
Should be
good.
pretty good right there. On the safe side. On
Yeah,
the green. And a chance
put
for
that
birdie.
in for birdie. God, I've been going for a while.
Frank, this would be huge.
Oh, it's got that strut going, everything. This is when that hole starts to look a little bit bigger. You really feel like you can start to make everything.
God, I missed that. Yeah, I missed that so much.
Pretty good
So
effort right there.
but- Yeah, that was not a very good thought.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
I got cocky.
Good stroke. Just came up empty.
I'm trying to blow it in.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Well, it was bound to come to an end at some point. Drops just one shot after that terrific stretch of
How
birdies.
did I even miss?
Frank, this is the 5th par 4 in a row, and they're not easy. This one here at 14, really a daunting tee shot.
It is. That's why it's called Cape Fair. A true Cape hole in golf, Rich, is when you've got to decide how much you want to bite off when you hit across a slight dogleg. And this one, really, you're going to be rewarded the further left you can go. There is one little bunker in the middle of the fairway that you have to avoid. That's going to be 320 or so yards off the tee. This whole
Ugh,
546
I did not like
yards,
that
you're going to
left
see a
right there.
variety of second shots, or the length of second shots here, determined purely by the bravery of the tee shot.
That was good. That was actually a good shot.
We knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's perfect. Right down the middle of the
Okay.
fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely
Here we
licking his
go.
chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Dang it. Why did I do that? That was
Oh, no, look out,
way
Frank.
too
I think
loud.
he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
That was a lot of power. Rory, you little too buff, if you know what I mean.
So, third shot now for Rory McIlroy.
Get this right. Get it for par.
He'll be pleased with that. The approach shot is about 12 feet away.
12 feet. Yeah.
Settles in over the putt.
Okay, let's do this. Ooh, this is a little tricky. If I get a bogey on this one, I'm gonna kill myself. I think I just did.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
just time to forget that one. I mean, you couldn't hit that much better.
I hate myself right now. What do I do? Okay. Good bogey. I didn't even read it. No bogey.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
Getting a double bogey.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Well, a missed opportunity, no doubt.
Got to be kidding me.
Even par, currently.
God. Triple bogey? What are you thinking?
Time to just pick up and move on to the next hole.
You're kidding me. How?
At last, Frank, a break from those long par 4s. We just played 5 par 4s in a row. Now the par 3 15th.
And also, as you can see in the distance, you can actually see a tree, one of the few that are on the golf course. Hence the name of 15, it's called Lone Fir. Not overly long, just a little short hole. But in a US Open, obviously they can play it at around 250 yards. It's just a fun par 3. But check where that flag is, because sometimes 3 is a good score here. But an easy flag position, and then go straight at it.
I can't believe I just did that. Like, God. It's
Second
9:30
shot.
right now. I'm tired. Okay. Oh, God, I'm getting mad.
Lining this one up for par.
Okay, here we go.
What a putt.
Oh, you just
Just
going to
missed,
roll.
Frank.
Going
That's
to
cruel.
roll. That's from Happy Gilmore. Don't watch that movie. Please don't.
So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think
How
that
do
the
I
double
get
bogey back
bogey?
on the 9th
I'm
hole,
doing
it appears, has
terrible
taken
right
him right out of his game. Now to the 3-hole
Triple
finishing
bogey.
stretch here at Chambers Bay,
Yeah,
and we get it
bogeys.
started with a relatively short par 4. It's a 423-yard hole, the 16th, Frank.
Being slightly to the right, there's a huge bunker all the way down the right side that sort of starts, I don't know, maybe about 100 yards off the tee, goes all the way to the green. You go right, and then you realize why this hole is called Beached.
Got about 80 yards left.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
God,
Frank, what's the
God.
danger here on the approach to the 16th, considering the green is really pretty small?
Okay.
Well, obviously it's a short par 4, so you know that the problem is going to happen up ahead, and that's exactly what it does. This is probably one of the smallest, narrowest greens at Chambers Bay, and you can see it slopes dramatically from left to right. That
Okay.
has to be
Yeah,
taken into
please,
consideration in
for
the second
birdie.
shot.
I haven't
Standing
been
over this
too
putt,
good on
concentrating
putts
on the
lately,
read.
so here we go.
You can't leave it short, Frank.
Oh, and especially right in the middle.
Oh, you. How do I miss these?
Just a tap in
Tired.
to finish the hole. Routine stuff for Rory, that's a par.
I'm still at 5 over par.
Just 2 holes left
My
to
brother
play.
would
Now a
beat
par
me.
3, the 17th, 218 yards, and all sorts of trouble, Frank, down that right.
I didn't
Well,
do
if
it,
you weren't
so-
beached at the 16th, then there's a chance you can be derailed, which is what this hole's called, at 17. Difficult par 3. You can see the bunker there in front, and once again, wind conditions. This is going to probably require one of the best tee shots, especially in the closing stages of the US Open.
Good looking shot right here.
Put that in for birdie.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
No, I don't want to wedge it. I'm going to putter it. I don't know who that is.
And he's made it onto the green now.
I'm not going to get a 5
It's
over.
at sneaky distance.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Well, I'm going to finish the night badly.
And he's putting for bogey now. So, Frank, that's a bogey, and you see something with the body language here?
Bogey.
Yeah, I think we noticed that back there with that double bogey ridge. Since
God,
then, it's
I
almost
am
like
really
doubt's crept in,
terrible
a
at it.
little bit of uncertainty. That is the beauty
Sorry,
of this
I
game
have
at
to watch
times,
this.
but really, if you want to be a champion, that's one thing that you have to change. Somehow, you've got to
There
forget
we
what's just
go.
happened. We haven't seen that yet.
Smack this ball. Boston movement.
Excellent looking shot here.
No. Oh, okay, wow.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. Nice position, short grass, second shot.
Use this one for eagle. All right.
Oh, this is right at it.
Ooh, I knew that
Didn't knock down the flagstick,
The
but
birdie,
he
maybe
still has a
even
chance.
21 steps, or should I say feet?
Locked in on the read
Ooh.
and speed.
That does not look good. Downhill to the left. Be like, wow, wow, wow. That is a full 360. that was fun. Just waiting for the putt. Okay, reading your putt. You good now? Putt red not found. Okay, so I'm gonna do like that. Sorry, I just went snake right there.
That's an absolute beauty.
Get for birdie. Be 5 over par. Dude, I'm gonna putt this. No, I have to chip it. What? Hang on.
So just a formality here. Be looking to turn the tide tomorrow
Well,
after
that's what
round
he's like today.
76.
Sorry, Rory, if you're watching this, don't
So
get
Frank, as we
offended,
put a
but
wrap
that's
on the
kinda what
day,
you are
it
today.
wasn't his best performance, but there's always tomorrow in golf.
Not the best.
You still got to
but
keep your head
first
high.
time.
Golf's a
Take
game
over.
that's going to be
I'm good.
it's going to bring everybody to their knees now and again.
So,
But dream for a better day.
Thank you for watching,
It could
guys.
be just
If you
around the
want me to
corner.
continue
And there'll be a
this,
next time for us
I'll
as well,
be,
partner.
doing
This is
it
Rich
again.
Lerner
Like
alongside
and
Frank
subscribe.
Nobilo saying
But-
so long for now.
Here is a movie coming out, Avengers Endgame. Go watch it. But next time, it will be a Fortnite video of me doing the new LPM or what's coming out. But good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Well. See ya.